we're back. We are back. Another week of fantasy football. We're going to be looking at the 2022-2023 fantasy football season. Who won? Who lost? Did Gary get a win? All will be determined today on 105.5 The Chez. We're going to go around the league. Ladies and gentlemen, good to have you back. Good to have you back after our a week hiatus. You know, obviously we gave you the special interview last week from Skeet, who was, for the record, really bad according to sources. That's not us. That's unbiased. But we're back with our usual format. 105.5 The Chez. We did not have a highlighted match last week. Obviously, we will be looking into a new highlighted match going into this week. Obviously, Thursday games have already been played, but we wanted to wait. We had inside sources about the Christian McCaffrey trade, so we wanted to make sure that we got that on the Finesse Weekly. Andrew, if memory serves right, robbed Gary blind. Gary just traded for all the San Francisco 49er running backs. I think it was week 1 here on 105. We took the over-under on how long it would take Gary to get the running backs from the 49ers. Not long. And yet he still hasn't got them. Greatest finesse probably of all time. I don't know if I want to give Andrew too much credit, but definitely if you read the rumors, if you read the trade talks, you would have known that McCaffrey was in the market for the Bills and the 49ers, so you shouldn't have touched either one of their teams. Running backs get fleeced. I mean, absolutely finessed if McCaffrey stays healthy, which is probably going to be good for 2 weeks. But anyway, I digress. We're going to look into. Let's just go ahead and look into this week, shall we? A lot of anticipated highlighted matches here. We're probably just going to pick the least path of resistance here, and we're going to look at. Let me check the standings here just to make sure we're looking good. Yeah, we'll look at the 2 leaders of the divisions, the No division and the Cheese division, which is Galt versus Andrew. Now, for the record, neither one of these teams are very good at all. Andrew just literally relies on the farm system that is Calder and Skeet to feed him good players and bad trades. And Galt is also known as the QB man. Literally the man who just pockets QBs for fun and enjoys losing. But anyway, let's just look. We had one player play last night, which was Taysom Hill. Galt gets fed 9 points. That was really the only player. But with that, the projected points is Galt 120.6, Andrew 129 flat. So right now, swinging in Andrew's way, even though he's incredibly bad. So we'll just kind of have to see how that plays out. Looking at the standings here, really, the No division, 2 leaders at the top, 4 and 2. Obviously we've got the anchor that is Gary, which we'll get to at a later time. And then on the other side, you've got a 2-way tie as well. Galt and Clay, 5 and 1, respectively, looking into who's going to win that conference. Furthermore, let's look at our favorite, the Sperm Bank. Again, for all you people just tuning in, this is the person that's got the most points against getting dumped off Paul's in them. Skeet was the holding champion. Let's just double check, make sure he still is that. And yes, he is. Skeet is holding on to that with 781 points against. Right behind him is Gary there, clipping at his heels. So it's a really tight race. Let's see. And like I said, it could go either way at this point. Either way. So we've hit our high and our low, our highlighted match. We're gonna double up next week on the highs and the lows, all-time highs, all-time lows. We'll be bringing you both weeks, not only this week but also week 6's results as well, just for sake of time. So next week, expect 2 high and lows, week 6 and 7, and comparing those to the all-time highs and lows. So just note that we'll be looking at that. We're going to do the same thing for the Delta as well. Again, week 6 and 7, we're going to look at the Deltas in that aspect. Going to try to get a fresh interview. We'll see how that goes as well. But that's just some things to look forward to as we go into the next week. And oh, wait. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, if you know what that sound is, it is the Owen alarm. Yes, it is the Owen alarm where we're tracking very viciously Gary's Owen status. And as we look, yes, 0-6. 0-6. I mean, 0-6. You got to be pretty bad. And I'll be honest, the fleecing that Andrew gave him, I don't know if it's going to get it better. Right now, let's see who Gary is playing. Gary is playing, hold please. Call no Andrew on not being able to use your phone fast. Alex. Ooh, Alex is really bad too. So is Alex going to surrender the first win to Gary? We'll just have to see. They had two players each, or one player each play last night. Chris Olave from Alex, 10.6. Alvin Kamara, 10.5. So it's very even. Right now, Alex is projected to beat him by a little bit north of 10 points, roughly 14. So just something to keep an eye on. Who's going to be the person that gives up the win to Gary? Don't know. But right now, marked safe from losing to Gary is probably a lot of people in the league. So we'll just have to kind of play that out. Again, we're going to keep it very quick and short here this time. Obviously, 105.5 the Chaz himself. We wish you a happy feasting, happy finessing, obviously a happy week 7 as you go into your spoon feedings. And I will say this when we go off the record, there is breaking news. There are rumors of more people, more owners in the fantasy league jumping on the band defense. We are undisclosed as to who, and we're undisclosed as to how many that would bring the total to. But just want to bring that to your attention as we hear rumblings around the league. There is rumblings around the league of more people joining the anti-ban defense movement. But again, more to follow on that. Until next week, I am 105.5 the Chaz. Get you then.